Hello, Startup City speaking. I've just fried some chicken. What I did was I soaked it, I marinated it in um, soda water, salt, black pepper, and then I washed it out and I cooked it till it was black. So I'm simply going to have it with bread. Bread in the Bible represents cultural values. Um, I know that right now this doesn't look appetizing per se, but this is home food. And when in business, usually mothers cook at home various kinds of dishes, and when it becomes a commercial thing, it usually loses its initial taste because all sorts of additives are added and for preservation and the rest, and that is where you now find out that franchisers become very angry that what they initially planned to do doesn't come out to be that way. So I am expecting that whatever it is that I'm doing is not going to be exactly as I planned it or as I want it to be. So in this case, this is why reality turns out to be fantasy, and we have to realize that as actors in the movie industry, that infatuation with a person that you initially have becomes a disappointing act if you are not grounding yourself to understand why you are actually drawn to certain types of people. I am a strong-willed person, and my nature is that to protect and defend and all the rest. So I end up being in danger most of the time in my life. And it has reached to a point where it's obscene what is going on around here. Uh, this bread is a very loving bread. It's done with care and dignity, which is what culture is. Children need to be explained certain things in a deeper manner, but in a light way, so that they are not losing their passions for their lives. In acting, a lot of children fall out, and a lot of people are attaching sentiments to why their favorites didn't make it to adulthood, one way or the other. That's because we all make trial and errors when it comes to human emotions. So there are people that are guardians that are always watching over talents to make sure that they do not fall into bad hands, which is what happened to to Leja. Unfortunately, he was put with a daft nanny who hated the work of looking after an actor. So in the process, he ended up being distressed, taking the wrong food and mixing it with different sort of alcohol to distress himself. And before you know it, we have lost someone who really performed greatly. Yeah, that's what happens to people who try too hard to make things work in an entertaining manner. And People in the industry have to be careful. Yeah, have fun.